Good morning, everyone. Back in Sault Ste. Marie, where the snow is flying, but not here in Brampton, Ontario, as the Sioux Greyhounds get ready for game number 3 here in the Two Nations College Prep Series. The Greyhounds and the King Royals, game number 3, and it's next on Braz TV. Sioux Greyhounds coming to game number 3 with a record of no wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie. The Greyhounds dropped a 4-1 decision to the Lakeshore Lightning in game number 1 and come back with a strong effort in game number 2, which saw them tie a powerful Guelph Griffin team by a score of 1-1. The Greyhounds taking on the King Royals for the second time this season. In game 1, the Greyhounds defeated the King Royals by a score of 1-0 at the North York tournament approximately 5 weeks earlier in the season. Let's take a look at the lineup changes for your Greyhounds. Once again, not in uniform for the Greyhounds will be number 7, Ava Provenzano, as she is out until at least Christmas with a lower body injury. Starting lineups for both teams brought to you by Highland Ford, the fun place to buy a car. And we'll take a look and see who Coach Brazo decides to start here in game number 3.
Just get you to watch for flying pucks,
Oh, yeah.
because if it becomes an issue with the linesman, I'm gonna have to actually leave. So.
No problem.
Okay.
Yep, not a problem. Yep. And starting for the Greyhounds, the line of Schreier, Nero, Babineau, back end, Rowe, and Proulx. And in net for the Greyhounds is number 1, Sarah Boston. And here we go, we're underway in game number 3. Johnston passed that puck to nobody. Nero right on her case. Schreier, she almost intercepted that puck as Acosta comes back in behind the own net, up the far wall, and that bounced over her teammate stick. Acosta, number 18. She give that puck to Nero. Here's Schreier, shoots, and that was a good glove save as Schreier gets the first shot on net for the Greyhounds. And she didn't get all of that one, as that was a weaker shot, but still dangerous. And the King Royals goaltender had to be sharp. Face off to the left of the Royals goaltender. Brazo, Pucci, and Armitage on the ice for the Greyhounds. Armitage takes that puck and gives it back to Tangi. Tangi back to Venn. Venn off the far wall. That was bounced back inside the Greyhound zone. Venn bounce it off the back wall. Tangi to Pucci. Pucci couldn't get the puck out, but ends up getting it to Brazo. Brazo to Armitage. Armitage falls. And they need a change as the Royals up the near wall. Over the line. Demers shoots. And that one was an easy save for the Greyhounds as 2 officials collide here right in front of the penalty box area. And it looks like one of the linesmen got the worst of that collision. As we await and see what happens here, if one of the linesmen needs to take a break, or we may have to continue with 2 officials here in game number 3. And he looks to be okay. As the comment he said as he was getting up, he says, "I'm not 20 anymore." But he's up. And we're ready to go. We still have 3 officials here for game number 3. The face-off to the left of Boston. Stefanitzi, Howe, Finley, Tangi, Bazayan, Acosta, Holder, up front for the King Royals as Tangi has to go off the ice. Not really sure why she has to go off the ice. But we're ready. Howe and Acosta on the draw. Rowe wins that draw easily. Back to Pucci. That was deep. Guido gave that puck away. And that puck bounces high on top of the net. Rebound, and Boston was right there. And Acosta was lurking around for a rebound. But to no avail as Boston covered it up. Face off once again to the left of Boston. Acosta and Howe wins that draw again. There goes Finley on a pass from Rowe. Finley. Stefanitsi going to the net. Oh, and she couldn't quite get it. Right in front of the net. And the whistle blows. And it looks like the net came off the moorings. And McNamara stood tall again for the King Royals as the Greyhounds had another solid opportunity here early in the first period. Schreier, Babineau, Nero up front for the Greyhounds. That line's been good all weekend here for the Greyhounds. Babineau fires that puck around the near wall. Rowe keeps that puck in. But quickly it comes back out. And Georgia Poole, number 11, will be there first. And she dumps that puck back in the King Royal zone. And they call that icing on the Greyhounds. And the face-off will come back deep inside the Greyhound zone to the right of Sarah Boston. 12:33 left in the first period. Yoshima and Schreier on the draw for the Greyhounds. And Royals win that one. And that one was blocked by Rowe. Rowe quickly up to Nero, number 18, down the left side. Danica Nero. And that was a shot. Weak shot steered wide easily by McNamara. Babineau lost that to the King Royals defender. Back they come. King Royals. That was headed for Demers, but she couldn't handle it as that puck was behind her. And the Royals are called for icing. And the puck and face-off will come back deep inside Team Black zone. Greyhounds in the home white. King Royals in the visiting darks. Here in game number 3 at the Two Nations College Prep Series, Brazos Falls. But Acosta and that puck just out of the reach of Tansy. No icing. As the linesman ruled, she could have had that. Tansy trying to freeze that puck in behind her net. Brazos in to help out. She was checked, still has it. Brazos. She was checked again, still has it. Brazos to Armitage. Armitage 2-on-1. Over the line, Armitage stops. Right in front to Brazos. Rebound, and Pucci took a swipe at that puck and couldn't quite get all of it. And the Greyhounds with some pressure here on the Royals. McNamara standing tall once again for her team. Brazos on the draw for the Greyhounds. She wins that cleanly back to Guido. Guido shoots. That one went wide. And that bounced right to the Royals. And Brazos kept that puck in. Brazos going to steal it. She didn't know where it was, but she had it. She finds it. And Tashima gathers that in behind her own net. Quickly outlet to Demers. But she was caught by the smooth skating Summer Bazayan. You won't outskate number 19 for the Greyhounds. She's a beauty of a skater. And how? She lost it. Demers, it's in her skates. And that puck goes back to Johnston. Johnston to her partner, back to Johnston. Oh, it was almost stolen by Howe. And Finley coming back. That puck's bouncing around. Howe shoots, rebound! And Stefanitsi couldn't get it. As Haley Howe took a shot. And McNamara once again was tall for the Royals. Greyhounds with the majority of the play here. In the first period, that puck went right through the leg of Weir. And that's all the way down the ice. No icing on that play. Stefanitsi couldn't quite get to that one. Babineau keeps that puck in. Sorry, that was Schreier, number 5. She takes down the Royals player. And it looks like Schreier was going to get a penalty on that play. As she will sit for 2 or less for tripping. Schreier and the Royals player went into the boards. The Royals player goes down and Schreier sitting in the box. 2 minutes for tripping is the call. With 10 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first period. Royals with their first power play chance of the game. Yeshiba wins that draw back to the defense. What will they do? Babineau looking, letting them play around on the perimeter. Looking to Graham, but decides not to pass it to her. Shoots a high one, and that bounced in front of the net, right through. And the Royals get control. And it comes back to Graham. Graham, number 16, on the near wall. Toshiba, in behind the, right out in front. And that puck was deflected out of harm's way. And the Greyhounds change it up. Armitage and Brazo on the ice. Now penalty killing for the Greyhounds. Royals setting it up and trying to break out of their own end. Brazo got a piece of that one. Armitage almost stole that. And Armitage will be first there on the puck as she decides to get that back to Brazo. Brazo still has it. She gets it in deep inside the Royal zone. Graham being bothered by Brazo. Good penalty killing here by the Greyhounds. Brazo again with the puck. And Armitage stole that one. Brazo took a whack at that one. And back come the Royals. Demers checked by Guido. And she decides to shoot that puck down the ice. And the Royals have to regroup once again. Number 10 for the Royals. Down the far side. Intercepted by Pucci, number 12. The 15-year-old. That was stolen by Acosta to Holder. Holder, number 27. Nice move around Pucci. Holder over the line. Drops it for Acosta. Acosta cutting to the center for Johnson. Johnson shoots right on. And Boston swallows that into her belly. And that may have been her first save of the game. And due to some technical difficulties, we had to change positions here in the arena. But we're back on Braz TV. Proul dumped that puck in behind the Royals net. Royals getting that past Roll. But Schreier, who's back on the ice after serving her penalty. And the Greyhounds are 1 for 1 on the penalty kill here in the first period of game number 3. Schreier, she was hauled. The Royals decide they lost the puck. Back comes Schreier, number 5. The speedy forward, number 5. Shoots another one right on, and McNamara with another good save for the King Royals. And the face-off will come to the right of the Royals goaltender. Howe, Finley, and Stefanizzi up front for the Greyhounds. Howe lost that draw. Graham shoots that puck along the far side. Finley, Acosta for the Royals. And Rowe doing a nice job, and she couldn't quite keep that in, but Howe has the puck. That's stolen by Finley. Howe, number 13, Howe, she likes that right to left move. She's got the puck. She's a good big skating winger. Center for the Greyhounds. Howe to Babineau, and that was blocked. Back come the Royals. Van giving chase, and she caught the Royals player easily and takes a swipe at that pass. Brazo and Babineau. Babineau has the puck. She was checked by Acosta. Acosta to Johnson. Johnson up to Holder. Holder down the near side. And that puck was just dumped back deep inside the Greyhound zone. Tangi up to Armitage. Armitage gives it to Brazo. Brazo, she overskated that pass. Inoshima, she was checked by Babineau. Babineau was checked by the Royals player. Babineau. And she just gave that puck back to the Royals defense. Johnson. Johnson to Demers. Demers over the line, and that was offside with 6 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first period. Still no score here in game number 3. The Sioux Greyhounds and the King Royals battling out here on a Saturday morning at the Susan Fletcher Sportsplex in Brampton, Ontario. Summer Bazayan, number 19, overskated, gives it to Jason Finley to Nero. Nero, she lost it. Zion to Schreier. Schreier, she lost it. And the Royals dumped that puck inside the Greyhound zone. Zion to Guido. That was Rowe. Rowe on the near wall. Bounced it off the bars to Nero. Number 18, Nero to Schreier, right in. And that was a backhand shot. And she backhanded that one over top of the net. And out of play. McNamara might have got a piece of that with her glove. And that was the third chance for number 5 of the Greyhounds, as she's looking good here early in game number 3. Officials ruled that the goalie did not get a piece of that as the faceoff came outside the Royal zone. McNamara decides to leave it there for Holder. Holder, number 27, and that puck jumps out to Acosta, number 18, down the near side, cutting to the center. The Royals right in, and Boston decides to cover that up as she was sharp there on the short side. The Royals with a 2-on-1 and couldn't quite find the back of the net. Face off to the right of the Greyhound goaltender. Howe on the draw for the Greyhounds. She won that draw again. And that's a set play off the boards, and that was just out of the reach of number 12, Martina Pucci, the 15-year-old. Tangi again. That puck was bouncing and bounced over Pucci's stick and deep inside the Royal zone. Holder lost it. Pucci, number 12. She bounces that puck in behind the net to the far wall. Intercepted by Howe. And Howe missed Pucci with that pass. Acosta to Holder. Holder, that comes out over the line. Tangi. Tangi swing and a miss by number 8, the captain. And King, Royals to Holder. Holder, number 27, over the line. One-on-one with Tangi. Right in, and that one was thwarted by Ben as she came across. Royals still have the puck. Babineau took a swipe at that one. Couldn't quite get to it. Ben comes on the near far wall. Babineau couldn't get that one out. Brazo on the far side. Couldn't get it out to Armitage. And the puck ends up in behind the Greyhound. Nat Acosta. She was bumped there by Brazo. And it looks like Brazo may get a penalty for body checking. And take a look at the hard-working center, the 17-year-old for the Greyhounds, Brooke Brazo. And she will sit for 2 minutes or less for body checking. Face off to the right of Sarah Boston. Schreier on the draw for the Greyhounds. Schreier and Finley. Penalty killing for the Hounds. And Guido gets that puck back inside the Royal zone. Graham, number 16, stops behind her net. Graham out the far side. That pass was just out of the reach of her winger. Acosta comes out with the puck by Guido. Here come the Royals. Shoots! And that one was deflected wide of the goal. Bazian on the puck. Can she get it out? She couldn't get it out. But Rowe, sorry, that was Guido. She got it out. And it's all the way back as McNamara leaves the puck there for her defense partner. That was a bad pass there as the Royals couldn't break out of their own zone. And Howe gives it to Rowe. Rowe gets that puck back in right on. McNamara had trouble. She bobbled that one. And then she gave it away to Johnston. Johnston. And that pass missed her winger. Back to Proul. Proul. She gave it away. Howe over to check her player. And a nice, good penalty killing here by the Greyhounds. On their second penalty kill opportunity of the game. They successfully killed the first one easily. And Armitage broke that up as the Royals were trying to get out. Armitage knocked that puck into the bench. Right into the hands of goaltender coach Bill Vanderleest. And Billy still has it with that glove hand over there. Good work by the goaltender coach. Armitage on the draw for the Greyhounds. And Finley helping her up front. Armitage lost that draw. Gets it. Armitage has the puck. One-on-one. Armitage. Right in. Shoots a hard one. And that one bounced off McNamara. And that was a good chance for the Greyhounds. Holder up to Acosta. Acosta, number 18. Down the near side. She stops. in the near corner. Back to Holder. Sorry, that was Weir, number 17. Acosta right in, and Boston steers that aside easily. Acosta with the puck again. Armitage ends up with the puck, and she just gets it out. And the Greyhounds will be 2 for 2 on the penalty kill as Brazo's penalty is over, and she's on the ice, number 27. Venn ends up with the puck. Right on, and that was a shot as Venn let that puck go by her. And the Royals player had a shot on net. 2 minutes left in the first period. Royals coming back over the line again. A shot, a hard one, and Boston stops that one. Rebound goes right to Brazo, number 27. Greyhounds coming out, and that pass was ahead of Stefanitsi. No icing as Graham and Stefanitsi are on the puck. And the Royals win that battle. The puck's kept in nicely by Bazayan. Bazayan to Pucci in front of the net. She's fighting Schreier. And Schreier and Pucci causing some trouble there in front of McNamara. And the whistle goes, and the face-off will be to the left of the Royals goaltender. Schreier, Nero, Babineau. Forward line for the Greyhounds. Greyhounds win that job. Back to Guido. Guido right on. That was a shot, and the rebound goes to Babineau. Babineau in front. Nero couldn't find it, and the puck is fumbling around. And Guido gets that puck back. Graham and Schreier. Nero. Bazayan tries to keep that puck in. She does. Gives it to Nero. And Holder decides to give it back to her defense in behind the net. Johnston and Babineau fighting for the puck on the far corner. And the puck's loose. Acosta comes out with the puck, overskates it. The puck's still there. Howe coming in to help. Acosta somehow comes out of that pile with the puck. Nero tried to keep that puck in, but couldn't. Nero in the neutral zone, coming through. Nero, she was checked. The hard-working winger, Nero, number 18. Gets it to Howe. It was out of her reach. And the two Royals players collide. And the Greyhounds couldn't come up with that puck. Royals get that puck out. And Armitage falls, but Brazo's there to check the Royals player. Aaliyah Rowe, number 4 for the Greyhounds. Armitage has the puck. Armitage, number 16, has the puck. She falls again. She was knocked down by the Royals player. Armitage still down. And Toshiba ends up with the puck for the Royals as they break out the far side, and the puck ends up on the stick of Georgia Pruill in her own zone. And the buzzer goes after the first period. Sioux Greyhounds, no score. And the King Royals, no score. And we'll be back with the second and third periods after the first intermission. You're watching Sioux Greyhound Girls Hockey on Braz TV. And we're back inside the Susan Fletcher Sportsplex in Brampton, Ontario. Game 3 between the Sioux Greyhounds and the King Royals. We've made it through one period. Still no score. Sarah Boston switching ends, number 1 for the Greyhounds as she gets her goal crease ready for the second period. Greyhounds in white, the Royals in black. As we get ready here for the puck drop of the second period, Armitage, Pucci, Brazo, Guido, Zion for the Greyhounds. And here we go, the second period's under play. Baker, number 10, in behind her own net. She loses the puck. Brazo trying to catch her, couldn't quite do it. And the puck is out. Nice touch pass, breakout by the Royals. Brown to Armitage. The Royals stop. Armitage, nice play. She couldn't quite get it out. Baker, and the puck is on Pucci stick, number 12. Pucci, and she gets that puck out. Armitage chasing in the far corner. Baker, back to her defense partner. Out come the Royals. Will they get it out? They do. Howe steals that puck. Haley Howe, number 13, here she goes. And she can skate. Good luck catching her. And they did. The Royals caught her. Good play by the Royals to catch up to the speedy center, number 13. Haley Howe. Howe steals it again. Back to Tangi. Tangi decides to dump that puck back in the corner. And behind the net, Stefanitsi couldn't quite get there. Tangi keeps that in. Good pinch by number 8, the captain, Avery Tangi. Stefanitsi guarding in behind as there's a pileup along the far boards. And the whistle blows. And the face-off will come outside the line. Abino, Schreier, and Nero. Schreier's had 3 glorious chances already in this game. And the second period's just started. Let's see. She has the puck again, Schreier. In front of the net, and that bounced off a skate. Back to Georgia Proulx. Proulx to Nero. Nero. She was checked. Nero still has it. Yoshiba checked her. Schreier has the puck again. Schreier. Backhand in front. And Proulx lets one rip right into the belly of McNamara. Number 50. She's been their best player so far in this game. Has the King Royals goaltender. Face off to the right of the Royals goaltender. Schreier wins that draw. Guido, Nero let that one go by. Schreier fighting for the puck. She was dumped in behind the net. Guido with another hard shot there earlier in the shift. And back comes Nero. Nero in front. That was blocked. Back come the Royals. She was stopped by Guido. Another nice play by number 11. Brazo has the puck. Brazo, nice move. She was dumped. And there's going to be a penalty to the Royals as Brazo was hooked down. And the Greyhounds will go to the power play. Here with 12 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first period. Check that, the second period, as Demers will sit for 2 minutes or less for hooking. The first power play unit for the Greyhounds. Brazo, Armitage, Pucci, Guido. For the Greyhounds, face off to the left of the Royals goaltender. Armitage has the puck. She has it. Back to Bazayan. Bazayan gives that puck back to Armitage. Armitage to Brazo. Armitage has it again. Brazo coming to the center. Brazo still has it. She decides to shoot. And that was a hard shot. And McNamara stops that one. 20 seconds gone in the Greyhounds power play. Brazo on the draw for the Greyhounds. Back to Bazayan. Bazayan shoots. That was deflected. And McNamara made a nice save on that one. Pucci. Back to Guido. Bazayan, one-timer shoots. And that was a high one. And McNamara got a short one. Guido, another one. And that one was a weak shot as it went wide. Bazayan pitching in to keep that puck in. Good job to Pucci. Pucci behind the net. Number 12, Pucci. Martina Pucci, number 12, gives it off to Brazo. Brazo, that was blocked. She falls. Pucci, number 12. Back to Guido, number 6. Guido shoots. That was deflected in front of the net. Pucci back to Brazo. And Guido switched places. Brazo shoots. That one went off Armitage in front. And Armitage causing problems in front of the net. And the Greyhounds had some pressure, but no goals as the Royals stood tall as they try to kill off Demers' hooking penalty. 54 seconds left in the Greyhounds power play. How wins that draw back to Rowe. Bazayan. She decides to shoot that one in behind the Royals net. Babineau has the puck. Across the ice to Rowe. Shoots. That one right on. Rebound. And that one goes right to Nero. Nero has the puck. Still has it. Drops it off for Bazayan. Bazayan shoots. And that one went off. Someone in front of the net. Just wide of the goal. Rowe. Right in front of the net. That goes through the crease. Greyhounds all over the Royals. Bazayan shoots and that one was blocked. And the Royals finally get it out. And the Greyhounds with some really good pressure here. And there's going to be a penalty to somebody. And it looks like number 8, Avery Tangi, will sit in the box for hooking. And the Greyhounds power play is over with 12 seconds left. And in 12 seconds. And in 12 seconds, the Royals will get their power play opportunity. Yoshiba on the draw with Schreier. Schreier wins that one easily to back to Rowe. Rowe Around the near wall, it's Finley. Finley gets it out, but couldn't get it out. Oliveira gets that puck back in behind the Greyhound zone. Rowe stops and starts. Good play by number 4, Leah Rowe. Here she goes, number 4. Passing that up to Schreier. Was not icing as the Greyhounds are now shorthanded. Schreier causing trouble. Finley couldn't quite get to that. Oliveira coming back, bothered by Finley. And that was a nice poke check there by Rowe. Rowe and Finley. Grayson Finley, the hard-working winger, gets that puck down in the Royal zone. And the Royals are setting up to break out behind their net. That was intercepted by Brazo. Brazo, right out, around in front of that rebound. Another swipe at it, and Brazo couldn't get that one by McNamara. Once again, McNamara with a save, as she's been, again, their best player so far. Brazo again shoots another one, and that one was on the short side and hit the side of the net. And that puck comes out, bouncing over Oliveira's stick, and Armitage gets the pack inside the Royal zone. Back they come. Oliveira was checked by Brazo. Here she comes. Brazo, number 27, shorthanded. Brazo shoots, rebound. Armitage is there looking for a rebound. And McNamara once again coming up huge for Team Black. And the score remains at 0s. Greyhounds with some shorthanded pressure here, as Armitage and Brazo get a break. That was a good shift for the two 17-year-olds. That was a shot right on again by Bazayan. And Pucci has the puck, number 12. She was knocked down. And that maybe should have been a penalty there, but the referee decided to let that one go. Back come the Royals, finally breaking out of their own end. Pucci, nice back checking, and gives it to Howe. Howe, breaking up the center, Howe. And she was knocked there off by Johnston. Johnston to Baker. Baker back to Johnson in their own corner. Johnson, tip pass, and Howe broke that up. Royals having all kinds of problems here on the power play. And the Greyhounds are back to full strength. Back come the Royals. Shoots, that was a weak shot by Baker, wide of the goal. And Nero gets that puck out. And that could be icing on the Greyhounds. Good penalty killing by the Greyhounds, as they came up with more chances on the penalty kill than the Royals did on the power play. A face-off back to the left of Sarah Boston. Schreier, Nishima on the draw. The Royals won that one, and that was a quick shot. Boston had to be sharp, as she hasn't seen any action yet in this period. Schreier in the near corner to Babineau. Babineau got that puck out nicely. Nishima, number 28. She was checked by Babineau to Nero. Nero. Schreier, just out of her reach. Schreier, and she was knocked down by the Royals player. Nero, Danica Nero, number 18. She lost the puck and decides to come back and regroup. Across to Rowe. Rowe over the line, and she dumps that puck behind the Royals net. And it bounces right to Babineau, number 17, Babineau. And Rowe couldn't quite keep that puck in. Pearl, over to Rowe. Rowe, Aaliyah Rowe, number 14, number 4. To Schreier, number 5. She was bumped off the puck. Rowe hit Schreier with that puck. Rowe to Babineau. Babineau. And that puck went through Demers' skates into the far corner. The Royals having trouble getting out of their own end. Back they come, Acosta over the line. She lost it, and that was offside. As Acosta was by herself, we're not really sure who was offside on that play, but the whistle goes. Howe lost that one. Demers. Sorry, that was number 77, Hofer, and she got that puck inside the Greyhound zone. Howe lost it to Acosta. Acosta down the left side, being bothered by Venn. Venn, nice poke check on Acosta. Venn and Howe fighting for Acosta, comes out with it right in front of the net, and Venn got that puck out of harm's way, and the net comes off, and the whistle blows. And the Royals with their first pressure of the second period. And Boston stood tall. 7 minutes and 11 seconds left in the second period. Brazo, Armitage, and Pucci Brazo wins that draw. Back to Tangi, the 17-year-old captain of the Greyhounds, number 8. Camille Van, another 17-year-old defender. And someone was hit from behind. Pucci was hit from behind. That could be more than a minor. Let's see what they give her. And that will be a 2-minute minor for interference on number 18. And that was a senseless penalty in a 0-0 game, as the puck was nowhere near where she knocked the player down from behind. And the Greyhounds will go back to the power play. Brazo, Armitage, and Pucci up front. Brazo wins that shot. Armitage back to Bazayan. Bazayan to Rowe. That was out of her reach. Nice play by Rowe to get it out. But they couldn't keep it in. And Summer Bazayan, the 16-year-old, number 19, has to come back for the Greyhounds as she stops behind her net. Gives that to Rowe. Rowe. She fans it out. Up to Brazo. Brazo, nice play to get that puck. That went off Armitage right to Yoshiba, and Yoshiba brings it back inside the Greyhound zone. Bazayan stops in behind her net to set up. She's going to give that to Rowe. Rowe. Up. Touch pass from Brazo to Pucci. Pucci, number 12. Over the line. Right in front of the net. And Brazo's banging away at it. And couldn't quite get there. As McNamara again saves the day for the Royals. And the face-off comes to the right of the tall goaltender from the King Royals. Brazo, Howe, and Pucci. Pucci back to Rowe. Rowe gives it back to Pucci, number 12. Circles. Back to Rowe. Rowe decides to give it back to Pucci. Pucci shoots, and that was a blocker save. That might have went off the stick handle of McNamara. Pucci again gives it to Brazo. Brazo in behind the net. Brazo still has it on the near side. Drops it off for Bazayan. Bazayan shoots, and that one goes wide. Bazayan again. Brazo dropping back to cover. Brazo has the puck, and she kept it in nicely. Brazo to Bazayan. Bazayan, what will she do? Across to Rowe. Rowe. Rowe back to Brazo. Brazo. She shoots, and that one scores! A power play goal by number 27, Brazo. I don't think the goaltender McNamara saw that one. And the Greyhounds capitalize on the penalty by Acosta. And it's 1-0 for the Greyhounds with 5 minutes and 22 seconds left. In the first period, the Greyhounds power play strikes gold here in the second period. Schreier, Finley, Nero. Nero has the puck. She takes it on the near side. She was checked by the Royals defender. Acosta gets that puck, and that bounced off Camille Venn. Sorry, that was Bazayan, number 19. And there was a collision there, and the Royals player goes down. Guido gets that puck to Schreier. Schreier to Nero. Nero over the line to Schreier again, and a right pad save by McNamara. Another chance for Schreier. She's been everywhere in this game, but no goals or points to show yet. We'll see how she does the rest of the game. And the Royals having trouble once again getting out of their own zone. Now they come slowly. Nice long lead pass down the right side, and that was bouncing, and Boston steered that to the corner. Ben and Brazo fighting for the puck. Brazo, her stick was being held. Brazo comes out with the puck. Brazo, she was checked by Demers. Brazo still has it. Gets it out in front of the net. And change. Oh, and that was a shot by their big number 52. And that one just went wide to the right side. And Boston decides to cover up with Acosta lurking close, looking to tie the game at 1. Brazo, Babineau, and Stefanitsi out there for the Greyhounds. Toshiba with Oliveira looking to win the draw, and that one was won by Brazo, but it went right to Boston, and Boston steered that aside. Stefanitsi gets that. She's out, and Brazo fighting hard for the puck on the near wall. In comes Stefanitsi double. Brazo comes out with the puck, number 27. Shoots again. That was blocked. And that trickled in to McNamara. She covered it up with no damage done. 3 minutes and 44 seconds left here in the second period. Greyhounds 1. King Royals no score. Face off to the left of McNamara. Howe, Armitage, and Pucci out there for the Greyhounds. Howe has the puck. Pucci shoots, and that one was blocked. That was a good play by Howe to get it to Pucci with a one-timer. Aliero, number 4 for the Greyhounds, circling back in behind her own net. Keeps going. Pucci, she just let that one go. No icing as that one just went underneath the skates of the Royals player. McNamara gives it out on the far side. Back they come, the Royals on the near wall. Here they go, dumping in. Gisela. And she dumped that puck in, but Proulx was there to Guido. Guido and Proulx. Proulx decides to bring it on the near wall. Pfeiffer, she kept that in, and she was checked by Proulx. Howe gives it up. And Armitage trying to get the puck out. It's bouncing around. Armitage gives it to Howe, sorry. Howe off the wall, out of the reach. Pucci chasing. Here she goes right in. And she couldn't quite get there as she falls into the net. And she's been given a bump there. And there could be a penalty to the Royals again. And another useless, senseless penalty there by the Royals, who are down by 1. They need a goal. They don't need penalties like that to help their cause. The Greyhounds will go back to the power play. Brazo, Nero, and Finley up front for the Greyhounds. Bazayan and Guido on the backside. Brazo, she lost that one. King Royals win that draw. Bazayan keeps that puck into Brazo, and that one didn't stay in the Greyhound zone as it's dumped back in behind the Greyhound net. Boston leaves it for Guido. To Bazayan. One touch pass across the ice to Nero. Nero, she was checked. Brazo comes back with the puck. Brazo, number 27, has the puck. Stops. Decides to go back the other way. Across the ice to Nero. And she gave that puck away. And the Royals come out. Finley has it. They're not offside, they're onside. No, they're offside. And the whistle blows with 1 minute and 21 seconds left in the Greyhounds power play. Face off just outside the Royals line. Pucci and Brazo and Howe. And Brazo wins that draw back to Rowe. Across to Tangi. Up to Pucci, number 12. Martina Pucci around the Royals defender, gives it back to Rowe to Tangi, shoots, and that was a high, hard one again. And McNamara, with all kinds of traffic in front of her, stops that one. 61 seconds left in the Greyhounds power play. Face off to the right of McNamara. Brazo on the draw for the Greyhounds. Flanked by Pucci and Howe. Brazo and Howe coming in to help. They win that draw. Back to Tangi. Tangi has the puck. Short pass there for Brazo, and she couldn't quite get the handle on that one. And the Royals dump it back inside the Greyhound zone. Tangi, number 8, has the puck in behind the Greyhound net. Greyhound sending up their breakout on the power play. Brazo off the stick of Howe to Pucci. Pucci was checked, and back come the Royals. Acosta was checked by Aliero. Howe ends up with the puck. Howe in front to Pucci. Haley Howe right on, and that was a weak shot that dribbled into McNamara. And she quickly hopped on top of that puck. And the face-off will once again be to the right of the Royals goaltender. 23 seconds left in the Greyhounds power play. Babineau, Armitage, and Stefanitsi. Babineau wins that draw. Back to Guido. Guido to Bazayan. Bazayan on the near side. Bazayan, number 19, back to Guido. Guido in front of the net and looking for a deflection, and Stefanitsi couldn't get her stick on it. Back to Bazayan. Bazayan to Stefanitsi. That was Babineau. Shoots. Armitage gloves it in front. And she tried to bat it out of the air and hit it at the same time using her baseball skills. But she couldn't quite do it. She batted it with her glove, but couldn't bat it with the stick. And the Greyhounds all over the Royals here on this power play. 3 seconds left in the penalty to Johnston. Babineau on the draw. She couldn't quite get that one. And the Royals are back to full strength here. In the last minute of the second period, the Greyhounds won. Royals no score. Armitage fighting for the puck in behind the net. She bodies her defender in behind the net. And King Royals come out with a puck. And there's somebody's getting a penalty here. There's another penalty coming. Who will this be against? The Royals again. And number 16 for the Royals will sit for 2 minutes or less for slashing on the play. And that was Graham, as she's going to sit in the box for slashing with 22 seconds left in the second period. Schreier on the draw for the Greyhounds. Nero coming in with a quick shot. That went off something high, and that went wide. Greyhounds on the power play again. Schreier in behind the net. She was bodied. Still has the puck. And that one, she tried to get in front. Couldn't get there. Bazayan with the puck. 6 seconds left. Shoots! And that one went off the bar. Finley! And how did she miss that one? That was an open net. And Grayson Finley had an open net with 3 seconds left and couldn't find the open cage. And the buzzer goes. After 2 periods, the Greyhounds lead the Royals by a score of 1-0. The Greyhounds with a solid second period here for Coach Brazo. And the Greyhounds will start the third period on the power play with 1 minute and 38 seconds left in the penalty to Graham. Royals took a lot of penalties in the second period. Greyhounds need to capitalize here on another one, as they have 1 power play goal so far in this game, and that was scored by number 27, the 17-year-old Brooke Brazo, on a shot from the point that McNamara didn't see, and it found the back of the net high on the glove side. And McNamara has been the Royals' best player by far here in this game. As we take a look at the tall goaltender, number 50 for the King Royals. Acosta, Johnston, Chesney, penalty killing for the Royals. The power play is Pucci, Brazo, Armitage, Rowe, Bazayan. The third period's underway. Brazo wins that draw back to Bazayan. Number 19 for the Greyhounds decides to stop in behind her own net as the Greyhounds decide to break out off the wall. That puck was bounced high. Acosta has the puck shorthanded in the Greyhound zone. Number 18, she was checked by Bazayan. Bazayan's going to stop. She was checked by Acosta, causing problems in the Greyhound zone. And the Greyhounds are coming out. Brazo gives that puck to Rowe. And she was checked, and the Greyhounds couldn't keep that puck in the Greyhound zone. Back comes Bazayan, the nice skating defender. Number 19, Bazayan, over the line down the left side, in behind the net. Has the puck. Armitage taking her place in front of the net. Rowe shoots. That one was a nice right pad save on a low shot by Bazayan. And the Greyhounds couldn't keep the puck in as Pucci comes back in her own zone to take the puck, number 12. And she stops in behind her net to Rowe. Rowe had that puck go off her stick. Rowe, she was checked by Oliveira, number 13. Rowe gets the puck back. Aaliyah Rowe, number 4 for the Greyhounds. Shoots. That one went off a skate of Weir. Weir checked by Armitage. And it goes to Guido. Guido in front of the net. And then it goes off a skate of Demers just wide of the goal. And the Greyhounds. That was kept in by Guido to Howe. Just out of the reach of Stefanizzi, number 10. Stefanizzi, number 10. Just gave it to Armitage in behind the net. Armitage fighting for the puck. Armitage gives that to Guido. The Royals are back to full strength. That was blocked by Guido. Shoot. Sammy shoots. And that one was off the bar again. Kanji with another one. That was blocked. And the Greyhounds with their best chance. And Guido ripped one off the bar. And the puck comes back inside the Greyhound zone. Greyhounds lead the Royals by a score of 1. And that was it. In front of the net. Boston What happened there as the Greyhounds gave the puck away in front of their net? And the Royals couldn't get that goal that they needed. Tangi in behind her own net. Avery Tangi, the 17-year-old. She was checked. Guido decides to come out and try and check the Royals player. And that puck goes over the line. Finley trying to win the race. Stefanitsi right in. And that was offside. And that call could have saved the Royals game as Stefanitsi was in all by herself, looking to increase the Greyhound goal lead to 2-0. Schreier, Acosta on the draw here just outside the Royals line. Linesman waiting to drop the puck. And the puck's dropped. Royals win that one. Johnston, number 81. The nice skating defender around Rowe. Good play by Rowe to stop that puck from coming in front of the net. Royals in behind the net. Acosta's all over the place for the Royals. And Boston steers that aside with her right blocker. And Proulx fighting behind the net for the puck. Proulx and Acosta into it a little bit there. And there's going to be a penalty to the Greyhounds. And that seemed to be a pretty cheap call as they were both fighting with each other. But Georgia Proulx, number 11, will sit in the box for head contact. Armitage and Brazo up front on the penalty kill for the Greyhounds. The Royals looking to tie this game at 1. Brazo on the draw. She wins it. And the Greyhounds couldn't get that. That went off something and bounced in front of the net. And Venn steers it to the corner. And the Royals take a shot. That was blocked by Venn. Venn watching her player back to the point. Weir gives that puck back. Back to Weir. Weir gives it back. In front of that, that was blocked by Venn. Venn right in front to Brazo. Brazo couldn't get that puck out as that went off a skate. And the Royals get it again. Baker gives it off to the near side in behind the Greyhound goal line. Back on the near side. Back in behind the Greyhound goal line. Back to the point. It comes out over the line. Brazo giving chase, and she couldn't quite get there. And it comes to Tangi. Tangi gets it out. And the Greyhounds change penalty killers on the ice. Finley and Howe. Baker on the far side. And she goes. Dumps that puck in behind the net. Venn's going to be there first. Then she was hooked. No call on that one as the Royals keep that puck in. Around the Greyhound net. Royals decide to shoot. Will she shoot? No, she decides to give it to Acosta. Once again, Acosta. And that was intercepted by Howe. And Venn gets that puck nicely down in behind the Royals goal line. McNamara setting that up for her defense partner. Out they come. Acosta again. Does this girl ever go off? Number 18 logs a lot of ice time for the King Royals. And that went off her skate right to Pucci, number 12. Pucci on the far side. Couldn't quite get that puck in. She was checked. Back come the Royals. That was given to Holder. Holder lost it. Back to Galvin. Galvin across the far side. Now was picked off by Howe. Howe gets it back, but couldn't get it deep. Galvin, here she comes, number 4. And that was a weak backhand right on Boston. She steers it aside for Bazayan as Bazayan stops. And the Greyhounds are back to full strength here with just under 10 minutes left here in the third period. Outlet pass in behind Schreier. Schreier, number 5. She'll get there first. Gets a puck deep in behind the Royals zone. She was rubbed out by the Royals defender on a good play. Royals cross ice to nobody. And that will be icing on the Royals. And the face-off will come back inside the Royals zone to the left of the Royals goaltender. Stefanitsi, Brazo, and Babineau on the ice up front for the Greyhounds. Stefanitsi right on, a weak backhand shot, and McNamara was right there with that left glove. And face-off will do it again, right from the same spot. Brazo, Toshiba. Brazo won that one, but back come the Royals. 2-on-1. Stefanitsi, good job to come back to take away that 2-on-1. And there was a shot there, and Boston with a glove save. And just like that, the Royals come out of their own end with a good scoring chance at the far end. Sarah Boston there with her glove. And it's still 1-0 for the Greyhounds. Brazo, Babineau, Armitage up front. Armitage decides she was going to take off, but decides to come back. Rowe gives it to Armitage. Armitage to Brazo. Brazo, she was checked. Armitage with the puck. Armitage still has it. Armitage, she fell again. Armitage has the puck. And that was blown dead as Armitage was lying on the puck, being checked by holder number 27. As we take a look at the 17-year-old Alexis Armitage, number 16 of the Greyhounds, and number 27, Brazo, two 17-year-olds here anchoring the Greyhound team this year. Brazo, number 27, has the puck. Armitage going to the net. Brazo shoots a hard one with a rebound, and there was nobody there to get it. Armitage was streaking to the net. Babineau, she was checked. Babineau still has the puck, and she dumps that puck inside the Royals zone. Brazo checked ahead of the Royals player. Armitage fighting in front of the net, and the Royals get the puck on the far side. And out comes Demers, number 52, to the neutral zone, over the line. That was a hard scores! And the King City Royals, check that, the King Royals tie the game up on a long shot over the blocker of Sarah Boston. And it's 1-1 with 8 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third period. And it didn't look like Boston picked that up right away as it went high over top of her blocker. And the face-off comes back to the center ice area. Schreier on the draw. She lost that one. Weir, number 17 for the Royals. In behind the Greyhound net. Finley, bothered by 3 Royals. The puck squirts out to Guido. Guido, number 6. On the near wall. And that comes out. Does it come out? It comes out. Schreier gets it up to Nero. Nero gets it to Finley. Finley, number 14 for the Greyhounds. It's another 17-year-old for Coach Brazo. The hard-working winger. She was checked by the Royals. And it comes back to Summer Bazayan. To Sammy Guido. Number 6. To Schreier. Schreier, number 5. She's been all over. Another shot. Right on. And that must be about her 6th or 7th shot this game as we take a look at number 5. Kylie Schreier of the Sioux Greyhounds. And she heads off for a change. Brazo, Pucci, and Armitage all up for the face-off here. Brazo wins that draw to Rowe. Rowe to Armitage. Armitage going to give that back to Proulx. Armitage to Proulx. Proulx right in. And that puck went right to Armitage, number 16. Armitage gives that puck in behind the net to Brazo. Brazo, number 27. Brazo stops, gives it to Pucci. Oh, decides to leave it for herself. Brazo, she was checked by Johnson. Right in front of the net. And Armitage took a stab at that one from her usual spot in front of the net. And McNamara again, standing tall for the Royals. Greyhounds with all kinds of pressure here. Halfway through the third period. On the ice comes Howe, Nero, and Finley. Howe, she couldn't quite get that one as Acosta won that draw. Back to Weir. Weir, that puck jumps high into the air. Acosta again, she was checked by Finley. Howe, working hard, but lost it to Weir, number 17 for the Royals. Nero ends up with the puck. Nero, right in front of the net, and McNamara stopped that one. It's in front now, and Howe couldn't quite get a handle on that one. Back comes Galvin, number 4. Shoots, and a hard one, and right on. Boston rebound. Back it comes Acosta, shoots, and that one was blocked. Rebound, it's in front of the net, and that was cleared out of harm's way. Back comes Howe, she overskated that one, and she would have been out having a break. Back comes Baker, number 10, and she was checked, and it goes to Babineau. Babineau gives it to Armitage, and she overskated that one. Armitage checks the Royals player with Brazo, ends up with the puck, and gives it back to Venn. Venn is coming up to Armitage, and Armitage tried to catch that one. And that was a hard one and kind of stung a little bit, it looked like. And back come the Royals. Royals off the wall. Brazo kept that puck in, but Toshiba hops on it around the far wall. Then and it hopped over her stick, but Tangi is back with Armitage. Armitage and Tangi. Tangi decides to go back in behind her own net, giving that puck on the near wall. Greyhounds couldn't get it out, but Tangi has it again. And once again, she's going to stop, this time in behind her own net, and set up the Greyhound breakout. Tangi, here she comes, number 8. She was checked. Armitage has the puck. Both of them overskated it. Babineau and Armitage missed that one. And it comes back right on the Greyhound goaltender. And then gives it to Tangi. Tangi to Pucci. Pucci drops it off for Schreier. Schreier again. Schreier, number 5 for the Greyhounds. In the near corner, she was checked by Galvin. Galvin gives that puck up to Holder. Holder, and that doesn't come out. And Johnson finally gets it out for the Royals. Guido off the wall. Schreier couldn't quite get that one. And it was poke check. Pucci to Howe. That was intercepted by Holder. And Pucci has to wait for Schreier to come back onside. Galvin with the puck, number 4. And she stops and goes the other way to Johnston. She was checked by Pucci. Pucci, she was checked. Schreier. Schreier was hit hard by Acosta. And Galvin in behind the net. And the puck comes out to Bazayan, to Nero. Nero fighting for the puck. Nero to Brazo, to Nero. Nero fighting for the puck. And that goes out of the reach of Brazo, all the way out the far side. Brazo right in front, and that was out of the reach of Nero. And back comes Johnston for the Royals. 1-on-1, Grayson Finley. Good play by the Greyhounds to stop that rush by the Royal defender. And Baker, number 10, is back for the Royals. And that was almost stopped by Finley. And the Royals come back again. Pfeiffer, she lost it to Rowe. Rowe and Stefanitsi fighting with Pfeiffer. And Stefanitsi goes down. And back come the Royals to regroup. And that one just out of the reach there of Georgia Proul. And Brazo, number 27, has the puck in behind her own net. She drops that off, but couldn't get it out. Brazo ends up with the puck. Brazo to Armitage. Armitage has a break. Armitage, and she was checked on a good play by Pfeiffer to come back and break that up. Armitage had a break. Tangi to Armitage. Armitage and Schreier. Armitage around. Armitage right in to Schreier, and she almost had it one. And Schreier again with another glorious chance in front of the net from a backhand pass from Armitage. And Schreier has been all over the ice for the Greyhounds in this game. And she should be rewarded with more than no goals and no assists so far. What a game number 5 has had for the Greyhounds. And Weir in behind the net for the Royals. Checked by Babineau. Babineau to Pucci. Pucci in front of the net. And she shot that one wide, as that was going to be in if it was on the net. And McNamara again avoids another goal by the Greyhounds. And the face-off will be to the left of the Royals goaltender. Acosta and Schreier on the draw. Schreier wins that draw to Babineau. Babineau couldn't quite hang on to that one. Back comes Holder. Holder over the line, 1-on-1 with Tangi. And Tangi pushes her off to the side. Holder gets that puck in behind the Greyhound goal line, and it comes out, and Boston quickly hops on that. And the face-off will be to the left of the Greyhound goaltender. Howe, Nero, and Brazo on the ice for the Greyhounds. And that was dangerous in front of the net. And it comes right in again on Boston. And she quickly jumps on that. And the Greyhounds just a bit sloppy there in their own end, but no damage done. Face-off will be to the right this time of the Greyhound goaltender. Brazo on the draw this time, and she wins that She wins that to Guido. Guido to Howe. And Howe couldn't quite get there as Johnston broke it up. Zion to Guido to Howe. Howe broken up there. And back come the Royals. Poke check by Guido. She was checked, but Brazo was there. Number 27, Brazo, over the line. And the Royals across ice to Demers. Demers, one-on-one with Bazian. Demers decides to shoot it. And Boston with an easy catch there as that puck was shot from 72 feet out. Less than 2 minutes to go here in game number 3. Greyhounds 1, the King Royals 1. Face off to the left of the Greyhound goaltender. We're in for an exciting finish here at the Susan Fletcher Sportsplex in Brampton, Ontario. Roll behind her own net, being bothered by Acosta. Again, Acosta's all over the place. Puck comes out in front, and Brazo gets it up to Pucci. Pucci. Armitage has the puck. Armitage, she was checked by Baker. And Baker with a nice play to get the puck from Armitage. The puck's tangled up in the referee's feet as the referee was out of position there. Armitage again with a high one. Rebound! And Grayson Finley scores for the Greyhounds. What a play by the 3 17-year-olds. Brazo, Armitage, and Finley come through for the Greyhounds. With 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the third period, the Greyhounds take a 2-1 lead. And finally the Greyhounds capitalize on a scramble in front of the net. Grayson Finley, this 17-year-old hard-working winger, gets the goal for the Greyhounds. And we'll see, you have to look at the score sheet after the game to see who gets the assist on that goal. Johnston to Demers. Demers gets that puck deep. That could be icing. And that will be icing on the King Royals with 65 seconds left in the third period. Greyhounds up by 1 here late in the third period. Face-off will be to the right of McNamara, who has been their best player so far in this game. Brazo, Armitage, Finley. Brazo wins that draw, but lost it to Yoshida. Brazo quickly on top of the puck. Finley couldn't quite get to that one. Bazian with a good play to keep it in. Brazo covering up, and that goes in behind the King Royals zone. Armitage on the puck. She makes the Royals, forces the Royals to go back and come out again. Johnston, number 81, one-on-one with Rowe. Rowe, and that was a good play by the Greyhounds to stop that. Pucci on the puck first. Good chip to get that puck deep. And McNamara's gone to the bench. The Royals have an empty net, looking for the extra attacker. Bazian, that one was going in, and that was blocked. Demers being muscled there on the puck by Nero. Nero and Brazo and Pucci on the ice with 20 seconds left in the third period. The Royals need a goal. Here they come. Yoshida in front of the net. Now it's just out of the reach of her winger. Puck comes back in front of it, and that is going to do it for the Greyhounds as the puck comes back inside the King Royal zone. Trying to come out with one last effort here. Demer Holder to Acosta, and the buzzer goes. And the final score, the Sioux Greyhounds 2 and the King Royals 1. What a game here we had at the Susan Fletcher Sportsplex in Brampton, Ontario. For Coach Greg Brazo and the entire Sioux Greyhound U18AA girls team, my name is Mike Armitage, and we'll see you in game number 4 in Brampton, Ontario.